No time was on this part. Let me go and get this thing. But I mean, you always see the carrot before you get to the chili section. Carrots. You buy a few small wraps of granite. 200 should be okay. If this is the season, then but when your system is, they just ask you how much do you want? Then when you say they start picking, when they pick, they look at your very small, they stop. If you pass, then they add one more to maybe 30 to 200 naira. When you check it, you can make double, maybe 200. Maybe granite for like 200 or so. Then you go up, you check the mango. First check mango, since it's up there. So if they are not there, you just come and get the carrot and come back. On Monday, you can leave for them. Take your key. Maybe 500. Maybe 500. I will do that. Every position holder in Nigeria, and in fact, all over Africa, should listen to Mrs. Ibukun Awosika, Chairman of First Bank of Nigeria PLC. I saw this video of her speech
to governors of Nigeria that were about to be inaugurated, and I'm sure it is one of those orientations that is given when governors are newly elected. I just saw it this morning and I felt that I need to bring it with an analysis of what I think and feel about this great speech made by Mrs. Awosika. It is baffling to me that this great knowledge was made available to our state governors by Mrs. Ibukun Awosika with all the emotions of a concerned mother and a responsible personal and corporate citizen of Nigeria, and they are not using it. Let's listen to Mrs. Awosika right now. After that, we would like to talk about it. So please join me and view this video and bring up your questions, your thoughts, your comments on what she has said and what our governments in this country and in fact Africa could have become if they listened to her. So if this is your first time of being on our Facebook page, The African Town Hall, or YouTube channel, The African Town Hall, we invite you to follow us, to subscribe to the channel, to like, comment, and criticize and ask questions to help us expand this very critical discussion that we have on our hands. Welcome with me, Mrs. Ibukun Awosika, Chairman, First Bank of Nigeria, PLC.
I realized that the Governors Forum has done a fantastic job in scheduling everything that will be covered, because they're the fundamentals of what an incoming or current governor needs to know in order to be effective in their job. I've therefore decided to deal with a simple issue, but an issue that is personal to each of you as governors, an issue that you have control of, and it's not about what anybody else does, but about what you do. And in doing that, I have chosen to ask a few questions. And I start with a question of you saying to yourself, who am I? How did I choose to take on this assignment? If you know who you are, and you've now decided to be the governor of the state by choice, because every candidate had to choose to do that, then you need to then ask yourself, where am I going? What is the goal for which I chose this assignment? And in choosing to do this, what is the value that I've set out to deliver to my people? And when you're done trying to answer those questions honestly, I always say to thyself, be true. Because no matter what we say to other people, when it's just you and your mirror, you can look at yourself and be truthful to yourself. But it's important that we have a sense of who we are, because in the journey of leadership, especially in Nigeria, psychophancy is very real. The pressure and of your society, of people around you, can change the fundamentals of who you are if you do not continue to remind yourself of who you are or why you took the job in the first place. And soon enough, you become something else other than who you were when you got started. So it's important for you to actually write it down, stick it up around yourself, and remind yourself often, this is who I am. This is why I took this job. And there are people whose lives depend on me. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what help anybody gives us. The federal government can have the most plans, the best, the greatest plans in the world. But the guys who touch my life and the life of every Nigerian every day are the governors of our states. I'm an Ibadan girl. That means my Oyo state governors are sitting there. I'm married to an Ondo man. My Ondo governor is sitting there. But the most important governor to me in this room is the governor of Lagos State. Why? I live in Lagos. All my businesses are in Lagos. My life is affected every minute and every second by what he does or what he does not do. And in reality, when we talk about the equity of trust, you can only get that trust from a people who trust what you do by how you affect and impact their lives every day. So what I am doing on behalf of my fellow citizens is that I'm pleading to say, now you have the power. Elections are over. Now you are in office. And you have the power of the state. You have the resources of the state. And get more, if you gain the trust of the people, they'll pay more taxes. When you gain the trust of the people by performance and the things that you do, ultimately, you will benefit from it. Because when you see a great man do great things that affect your lives every day, When he becomes 70 or 80 or 90, he's done with the office. The position is over. He's no longer there. When you see him on the street, you will stop by to greet him. You will honor him. You will respect him. So my question to you is, how do you want your days to end? Because you're not at the end of your days, but if you have a vision of how you want it to end, you can walk back from where you are now to how you want it to be and structure the actions that you take daily in your state. Think of every action and how it will affect the lives of those people that don't necessarily have a voice. They have a vote, but they don't necessarily have a voice. And when you see children that are hungry, if they are from your state, you have failed them in some way. Yet you have the machinery and the capacity to help them. When you see people die from simple medical situations that they need not to, it means that as a state we have failed. But we have the capacity to help and to make things different. Now, you're not going to be able to solve all the problems. That's important. But the integrity of the heart of the leaders and your commitment to truly change the lives of your people is what will bring for you all the help that you need. Because when a man sets out to do the right thing and he shows good faith, every kind of help will come from everywhere. People will do things for you without being taking a dime because they can see your commitment and the integrity of your heart. And therefore, for a nation to truly be great, the integrity of every man that is sitting at this table as a governor-elect is critical to our nation building. You need to own your own vision for your life. You need to decide what you want your legacy to be. And you have the opportunity from this moment to build that legacy by the things you do every day. There will be people that will seek to derail you. But by being confident of who you are, and making the decision that I will live true to how I was brought up, to my values, to what is right for my country, to what is right for my people. That I want to be able to walk freely amongst my people, even when I'm done and I'm old and tired. When you think with that determination, your actions will change things for people. You might not do everything. You will not do everything. Just choose roads, choose education, choose health. Make your contract clear with your state. Let them know our resources cannot cover all of this. These are the only things I will do in the next 4 years, and deliver on those things. Once you're clear and your people understand, they will stand by you and defend you in the day of trouble. And at the end of the day, you will get much more than any money that anybody can pay you. Let me just share a few little things as I finish. Something that Gandhi said, but that has impacted me very much. In this position, it's generally assumed there's opportunity for wealth. But if you want to build our nation and do it right and use the office that you have and use it right, you will be guided by not building wealth without work. You will get what you deserve as your pay for the office, but you will get much more than that from your citizens because you have done them right. Don't seek for pleasure without a conscience, because in seeking pleasure without conscience, there will be traps set for you every day around you that will derail you from your goal, which is why it's important that you know who you are, why you're there, why you set out to do this, and you must stick to that which is right to do. Don't seek for knowledge without character. A man that does not have character does not deserve to be leading any part of our value chain of leadership in this country. But if you're there, seek to be the example for the people that will serve under you in your government and the people of your state. Ultimately, there is so much joy in seeing the accomplishment of that which you set out to do, and in seeing lives that are fulfilled because of that which you have done. Don't seek for commerce without morality. In building the economy of your state, make sure that you can ensure that there's transparency and things work, and there's accountability, so people can see what you do every day. And even when mischief makers appear to try to turn that which you've done upside down, there would be ordinary citizens that will rise up to defend you based on how they have interacted with you and seen that which you have done. And as I finish, please don't seek for politics without principle. You know, people ask us every day, why aren't you in this party and all of that party or the other? Why aren't you joining in politics? Let's be honest. We do not have politics of ideology in our country so far. We have politics of people. And if you want the right people to gather and give us the critical mass that we need to build our nation, you are the next generation of leaders that can ensure that we begin to set the template and the agenda for a great nation to be great. It hurts me. It breaks my heart every time you're talking to people outside of this country and they open their mouth and talk about this nation that you know that within it is everything that it needs. We have all the human minds that we need to build a great nation. God has worked abundantly with resources. Some of your states are richer than others, but guess what? It's not even so much about how rich you are. It's how well you apply the resources that you have sincerely to the needs of your people. Even as you do that, ordinary citizens will help you to think through. You don't have all the answers, but you have humans around you that can support you. And they don't have to come from your state. We all need Nigeria to work. It doesn't matter what state. For me to drive from Lagos to Ondo, I'm going to come across how many states. So I need every part of Nigeria to work. To fly to Abuja today, assuming I was driving, imagine how many states of Nigeria I will pass through to get here. Every state counts to every Nigerian. And it doesn't matter where we come from. If you need help, look for the Nigerian that can help you. We all want this country to work, and we're very hopeful that because you have this position and you have this power, and people have trusted you with it, that you will use it effectively to build a nation, the portion of it that is assigned to you, and that you will work collectively for the unity of this nation. Because a nation that is divided against itself, it can never stand. But in the place of unity, I'm a Christian. The Bible says God has commanded his blessings, which means every time we combine our knowledge, our wisdom, and all our resources together, we can build a great nation that the world will be afraid of. I want my nation to work. I want to be able to tell my children, this is why I'm saying to you, you must live in Nigeria and nowhere else. And I ask for your help, that as you do what you have sworn to do or you will swear to do as you take office, that the Lord will help you to do it right, but that ultimately we will build a nation that we can all be proud of. Thank you.
Can you imagine this volume of wisdom and knowledge from one person provided for free for the governors of Nigeria? Can you imagine the emotion that is packed in her speech? Can you feel the power? Can you feel her genuineness? Mrs. Awosika is a woman of substance, someone who had greatly succeeded in her own self, by her own self in her field, and is at the top echelon of her business world and life. Can you feel what she's feeling from her tone? Did you feel her tears for the challenges we face in Nigeria? For lack of knowledge, my people perish, the good book, the Bible said. How come this knowledge, what Mrs. Awosika has shared here today, is available and our people are still perishing? I watched and looked at my state governor in that room, yet our state lags behind all others in Nigeria. Nigeria is perishing because people in authority are failing to use the knowledge that is already there, and they just refuse to use it. They feed the bill of the insect which is destined to die very soon, that refuses to listen to good counsel. They were counseled by this woman, and look at how they are running this country as if their mother, no bribe, no dowry was paid on the head of their mother, as if they were the children of prostitutes. I'm sorry to use those kind of words, because I'm not really, those words are not in tune with my vibe and my person. I mean, it is shocking to me that we will have wisdom and knowledge like this shared, given for free to the governors of this country, and for some of them at their first time in office, and the country is running the way it is running. This is unbecoming, unbecoming. Why did they not listen to this woman who is so clear? She's a clear case of success by all standards, and she's worthy of emulation. She's worthy to be listened to. Mrs. Awosika has got it. What are you looking? Is it her brain? Is it her beauty? Is it her achievements in business world? What is it you're looking for that she doesn't have? She is in a right position to give the counsel she gave today, and she did. And what did our governors do with it? I cannot see what they have done with so wonderful a counsel as this powerful woman had generously given to them. Today we are dealing with the fact that every person in authority in Nigeria, every position holder in Africa, should listen to Mrs. Ibukun Awosika, Chairman, First Bank Nigeria PLC. They need to listen to her if this country will continue to stand. Our governors were supposed to provide support to the central government by their own good works, but they end up being as kleptomaniac as the central government, and every month go cap in hand for federal allocations. Upon it, they are taxing the citizenry terribly. The taxes are even unbelievable. Very soon I'll do a program on a big file that I got several years ago when I owned a van, and when I was working in a place where we use vans. Every year, a huge file containing all kinds of subheads and all kinds of revenue articles with pins, with receipts, with banners, with flyers, all paid in cash, are given out. All the vehicles in Nigeria are stopped and were laid with the connivance of mobile policemen on checkpoints and other policemen on checkpoints, with the revenue touts stopping and beating people up to get those payments made. Yet every month, the state governors will go cap in hand. They don't even have money to pay salaries. All the states in Nigeria, as we speak now, are paying salaries to ordinary civil servants. And you're expecting those people to serve you with integrity. And Mrs. Awosika mentioned it here today. If you are doing anything without integrity, it's a loss. You've lost it completely. Only recently, complaints of money and sharing the same printed money to the states is already happening, and showing the level of profligacy of the people in power in Nigeria. This is not safe for anybody. As they will ask, who did this to us? Let me join to ask, who did this to us? How did we come to this point where all the people who have in position of power in Nigeria today, from president to governors, ministers to commissioners, national to state assembly members, and from public to civil servants, are common thieves who think nothing on daily basis but how much they will steal from the people of Nigeria? How did we come to this point? How come we did not listen to Ms. Awosika? Her credentials and passionate appeal is enough to start a mental revolution in human beings. Is there a chance our rulers in Nigeria and most of Africa today are all those holding positions of authority? Are they the offsprings of the thieves of yesteryears? About a year or two ago, I wrote an article that our rulers in Nigeria and Africa look like they're the offspring of the armed robbers, the robbers of yesteryears. Is there a chance that those who are politicians in Nigeria today, the top civil servants who are stealing this country blind, are they the children of thieves and prostitutes? What is their problem? This is painful. If you people don't know, this is painful to those Nigerians, to the real Nigerians, those who you tax every day, will lay on the road and stop and hijack, hold their vehicles until they pay you huge money. It is painful that you're doing what you're doing to this country. As we blindly trust the path of thieves, Let's not forget that the law, that very law of nature that is there that says every day is for the thief and one day is for the owner of the house. I am a witness to the fact that the candid and emotionally evoking ways of Mrs. Ibukun Awosika would testify against all of you rogue rulers of over Nigeria and Africa in this life and in the life to come. Unless you repent now, so be it. Now, the wonder of what is going on in Nigeria, that is supposed to be the leading light of Africa, cannot stop causing confusion in my mind. It destroys all the feelings that are in my mind. I get confused. And I know that a number of people are worse off than me when it comes to imagining how to get by in this country. This is a country so endowed. Our endowment alone sends shivers to our neighbors and to other countries in the world. Like she said, like Ms. Awosika said, if our endowments in natural and human resources are harnessed properly, other countries of this world will be afraid of Nigeria. They will fear this country. So viewers, I invite you to join me to expand this discussion. Do this through a comment, or if you would like to come on stream to join me in the studios to discuss this matter, just indicate in the chat, in the comment section that you would like to come and be with me. And I'll send you a link you will use to join me. But we need to know that we cannot successfully continue the way we are doing things right now and expect that this country will continue. We are ruining this country, we are destroying it. This is not good. Viewers, I really do want you to come on board. Join me in this conversation. Join with a question, join with a comment, join with a criticism, anything at all. But the important thing is that we want to so expand this discussion in such a way that we might rescue this country before it falls into that precipice. We are already at the edge of the precipice. Our foot is, our 2 feet, both of them are sleeping. They're already sleeping away. We are holding only to straw. All it takes for us to fall over and be ruined totally is very slight. And then what it takes for us to steady the challenge we have and then beat our path back to sanity is also a little action by one person. What will you do? Leave a comment in the comment section, both on YouTube and on our Facebook page. Leave a chat, ask a question, like, share, let others see this. I want this to be a continuing discussion in which this country can get better and better. And for me, the country getting better and better includes coming together to talk and say, hey, we can't do this together. Let's do it in another way. But whichever way, we can do that peacefully, because if we don't take the gauntlet by our own hands and dictate what will happen, whether it is by constitutional conference, whether it is by effective restructuring, whether it's by returning to 1963 Constitution or the Macpherson Constitution, whichever one, the regional constitution that was used before independence and during the first few years of independence, whether it is that, let us consciously decide it. Whatever you think will help this matter to change, let's decide it consciously, because if we don't, we are going to lose it. We are going to lose it. This place is going, it will soon be destroyed, all by our own hands. We can save the situation. Join me as we make that effort, and thank you for being with me. I expect you will subscribe to our YouTube channel. I expect you will leave comments. I expect you will leave likes and love for this broadcast, and I expect you will ask questions so we can develop a new angle to this discussion, of which its intention is to keep this country prosperous. Thank you for coming. We have started a new series of broadcasts beginning from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every day. We will be on air. As we go off this particular program now, In a few minutes' time, we will start another one. Thank you for being with us today, and you do have a lovely evening if you are going away. And if you are staying with us, please stay